Hey parents or caregivers, welcome back. We're looking in depth now at Google Docs, Slides or Sheets, which is effectively an online web-based productivity suite or set of Office applications, the equivalent to your Word, your PowerPoint and your Excel. So as we've covered in a previous video, your students have access to unlimited cloud-based storage through Google Drive, and that's all linked into their Green Bay High School Google account, and if they're signed into Chrome, then they're signed into all of those Google services. And by switching people in Chrome, you can manage all those separate personalities, particularly if you have multiple people in your household managing multiple different Google accounts. It also works really well for your students to be able to manage their school and their personal accounts separately. So what we're going to do is just have a real quick look at Google Docs and Google Slides and how that actually works in the workflow. So for example, I might be in my social studies folder, so I'm in Google Drive, which I get to via the app screen and through the Google Drive link, or by going to drive.google.com. And because I'm signed in, as I said, it knows that it's me. So I'm going to go into my social studies folder because I've just been assigned a research assignment, so I'm going to jump in and create a new Google Doc. That Google Doc exists online at the web address at this very unique document code that nobody would be able to guess and is unique to me. But if I jump back into my social studies folder in just a mo, what you'll see is this untitled Google Doc show up. It might take a second, so we'll come back. I'm going to name it Research Assignment. And I'm going to put my name to it as well, because otherwise how's my teacher going to know whose this is? And this research assignment first dot last, and the topic that I'm researching is Gallipoli. So as you can see, the Google Docs word processing is pretty basic. It gets the job done. It allows students to focus on the content without bewildering them with tons and tons of crazy features. So a student can be working on this at the same time as another student could be. So we do that by sharing. And so I could add another student into the mix, or I could add my teacher. And so there's three ways that we can share a document with somebody. We can allow them to edit, which means we could both edit at exactly the same time. I can allow them to comment and be able to make suggestions on things I could change, or I allow them to view the document. And so that's a tamper-proof way of sharing with somebody. So it might be that I share this with a parent or with a teacher so that they can just be up to date with my progress. Once I've shared that with my teacher, they'll get a notification and they'll get access to that document. And the way they get access to that document is through the Shared With Me window in Google Drive, or through their notification in their email. So if anyone had shared any documents with me, they would show up here. So that's my research assignment. I'm not going to share it right now. That's cool. It's done. It's private to me. So by default, anything I create is private to me. I can go ahead and finish that assignment. As you see, any changes that I make are automatically saving as I make them, and they're all saved to Drive online. So if I jump back now into my social studies folder, you'll see that my research assignment with my name attached is online and all saved and up to date. So I could go back here, I could close that tab, and all I need to do is open that again from Google Drive. I can also get to that document by opening a new tab, by going to Apps and going to the Docs home screen, which I already have open here. And as you can see, the Docs home screen is updated with my research assignment. So that's one way that students are creating and using Google Docs to manage their workflows. The same thing is true of things like slideshows. So it might be that I jump into Science and I create a new Google slideshow, and the same process occurs. So this is the Google equivalent of PowerPoint. Again, we have the ability to share with people. We rename our presentation. This is going to be a genetics assignment. Make sure I always name it properly. And I can go in and, again, very feature friendly and making sure that we're stripping away all of that nonsense and focusing on the task at hand. If I jump back into my science folder, as you can see, my assignment's there. That's the basics of creating, editing and using Google Docs. We're going to come back a little bit later and talk more about sharing in particular and show you how that works. Thanks very much for watching.